We're still more than an hour away from polls closing in Virginia, but the state is set to make history one way or the other. Either Republican candidate Winsome Earle-Sears, the lieutenant governor, or Democrat Abigail Spanberger will become the first ever female governor in the Commonwealth. And if elected, Earle-Sears would also become the very first black woman to serve as a governor in any state in the union. Nikole Killion is in Richmond following this race for us. Nikole, what do you got?
Yeah, well, obviously, as you mentioned, Major, this is going to be an historic contest no matter who wins, simply because of the fact that this will be the first time that the Commonwealth elects a female governor. So you have a Democratic nominee, Abigail Spanberger. We are here at her headquarters, the former Congresswoman and CIA operative. And then, of course, you have the incumbent Republican Lieutenant Governor, Winsome Earle-Sears, who is hoping to continue the legacy of the Youngkin administration, which is why she has been campaigning pretty heavily with him over the last couple of days. Most notably, though, President Trump has not endorsed Earle-Sears. And in fact, just yesterday during a tele-rally, he didn't even mention her by name. I asked her about that. Take a listen. Why haven't you been able to secure the president's
Well, let me say it this way. I don't really think that, here's the thing. I'm working. And I'm working very hard. I've always run very hard races. The president and I have spoken. Remember, in Virginia, the lieutenant governor has to win her own race. I am not chosen by the governor, so I had to convince people to vote for me.
So again, Earle-Sears insisting that if she does this, she's going to do it on her own merits. Now, of course, with respect to Abigail Spanberger, we saw that she campaigned with former President Barack Obama over the weekend, trying to get a last-minute push, particularly in that Hampton Roads area where there's a high population of African-American voters. So the Spanberger campaign certainly remains confident that they can generate turnout, not just there, but also in rural areas. So a lot riding on this for both candidates as we head into this evening, Major.
Coming to us from Richmond, Nikole Killion, thank you so very much. Democrat Don Scott joins us now. He is the Speaker of the Virginia House of Delegates and a surrogate for the Spanberger campaign. Speaker Scott, I'm glad to have you with us. Thanks for joining us. Not only is the governor's race up, it's the Attorney General and other races and the House of Delegates. You currently sit on a 51-48 delegate margin. Is that going to hold? And is Spanberger going to win?
Spanberger is definitely going to win, and we're going to expand our majority tonight because Virginians are tired of the chaos that are coming from D.C. They want folks focused on the economy. They want to focus on lowering costs. They want to focus on making things more affordable, and that is what we're doing here in Virginia. We're going to stand up for Virginia's economy here, and that is why, I just listened to your segment on Winsome Sears. She doesn't have a policy program moving forward. Spanberger has put forth a policy prescription that will move Virginia in the right way to combat the chaos that is coming out of Washington, D.C. And I'm excited about her gubernatorial run here, and she's going to win.
How will that change how the House of Delegates functions if there's a Democratic governor working with a Democratic majority? And what will that mean for potential redistricting in the Commonwealth?
Well, first of all, what it's going to do is allow us to really move forward. It's going to catapult us. It's going to accelerate and move at velocity the thing that we've been wanting to do here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. The governor, Youngkin, he vetoed a bill to help struggling Virginians by raising the minimum wage. He vetoed that bill. He vetoed a bill to make child care more affordable. He vetoed a bill to make transportation more accessible. He vetoed bills to make prescription drug costs go lower. Abigail Spanberger is going to focus on all of those things. He vetoed bills to make housing more affordable. Abigail Spanberger is going to fix all of those things, and we feel very comfortable that she'll be able to help us do that. And as far as redistricting goes, we're giving voters an option. Next year in Virginia, we have a very convoluted process when it comes to passing a constitutional amendment. Ultimately, that decision will be made by the voters of Virginia. We're giving them an option next year to take a look at whether they want to redistrict or not, just the congressional seats, not the state seats, during this time where President Trump is calling on Republicans to rig the system and cheat. We want to make sure that we give Virginians a chance not to be disenfranchised by North Carolina, Texas, Missouri, Indiana, Ohio. Focus on making sure that we keep Virginia truly first.
Speaker Scott, my audience knows well about the controversy surrounding Jay Jones, the Democratic nominee for Attorney General, who in private text suggested that one of his political opponents be murdered and his children die in the arms of his wife. Why is that not baseline disqualifying in American political life?
Well, first of all, I won't be lectured by Republicans or anybody else who have condoned the violent attacks, the insurrectionists that hit January 6th, that hurt this country, led by Donald Trump, who he threatened and said that Liz Cheney should be shot in the face. So we won't be lectured. Jay Jones sent that text message in private 3 years ago. So if it was disqualifying 3 years ago, they should have did it. At the end of the day, Virginians are going to vote because they want an attorney general that will stand up for them. Regardless of, they want somebody that will fight back against the chaos that will come from D.C., stand up for Virginia jobs, stand up for Virginia's health care, stand up for Virginia's nutritional assistance. They're not worried about, you'll see tonight that Virginians will not be as focused on that text message as they are making sure that we have an attorney general that would join the other attorney generals that have stood up for nutritional assistance while President Trump and his minions were down in Mar-a-Lago partying and planning on how to spend the nutritional assistance funding cuts that they made. We'll have an attorney general that will stand up for Virginians. And that is why Jay Jones will probably more than likely win tonight as well.
Speaker of the House of Delegates in Virginia. Don Scott, I appreciate the time, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.